Coming
Right?
hot.
Jeez, he.
Um, what's up, Desi? What's up, Brandon?
Hey, good to
How are
see
you
you.
guys? Okay, so on Sunday we had our guest speaker Tyler Batty, which was super awesome. Obviously, we talked for 30 minutes, so many good things, and we'll recap that a little bit. But we missed our gratitude. So every Sunday for you parents, we do a gratitude list. We write down 3 things that we're grateful for, and this is ongoing, and we can't repeat. So every Sunday we write 3 things down, and then the next Sunday we can't repeat something that was previously said. So the focus is, as we progress through, we have to get more and more kind of focused and look at the little things that we are grateful for. So tonight, what I'd like you guys to do is pass your journal over to your parents, and their job tonight is to write 3 things that they're grateful for. So we're going to give them 60 seconds to write 3 things they're grateful for.
With regards to my child.
Anything. Nope, anything. It can be anything.
Grateful for it.
Right, so we treat them.
3.
You gotta get over here.
Ready for me?
You gotta write down 3 things you're grateful for.
What's up, Matt? What's up, Ben?
Hey,
What-
Brandon.
Hey, we've got our journals out, and parents are writing 3 things that they're grateful for in the journal, in the kids' journal.
Okay. Done.
He sprinted downstairs. He's on his way.
I like it. And then what we normally do is we give the people a chance to share. So if anybody has something that they'd like to share, if they wrote down, you're more than welcome to share that with the group.
Yeah, I'll share.
Yeah, Brandon.
Where'd it go, Des? Oh, I have my wife and kids. That's just one. My health and laughter.
I love it. Isn't laughter such a good cure?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, so good. I love it. Anybody else have something?
Yeah, I'll share. B. Similar to kids, family, health, and then career.
What were the other ones?
What was it?
Career.
Yep. So good. I love it. James, are you raising your hand? Yeah.
Yeah, my mom said faith, family, and health.
Faith, family, and health, the big ones.
Yep.
One more, if anybody else wants to share.
I don't know where my
Julie wants to share. Go ahead, Julie.
I always say God and my family, and I always say my eyesight. I'm so thankful to see their faces, see the beauty, all the things.
So true. In fact, we just watched, what was that movie today?
Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken.
Wild Hearts Can't Be Broken. The girl that jumps horses into the water, she lost her eyesight. Literally just tonight. Yeah. So
Powerful.
grateful to be able to see. That was on point. So thank you for going through that little exercise. We do that every Sunday night just to kind of recharge and just kind of get down to the basics and gratitude. But really what I'm grateful for you guys. It's an honor, a privilege to coach, mentor, teach your kids every week. And it's an honor, and privilege to coach you guys, you kids. And so I just want to say thank you and express my gratitude to you guys for this opportunity and it's been a fun month. We have covered a lot in this past month, and we're going to continue to do a lot each and every month. And with each focus, and each month is going to have its own focus. And with that, what you guys just saw were our journals. And so as we progress, we're going to fill those journals up. And so I just want to rehash those. You guys can keep printing pages out as you fill up the belief page, as you fill up the love page coming up. Keep printing those out and keep adding more and more as you guys need those. So my athletes, that's on you guys to ask your parents, or if you need them to help you, print those out. Parents, please help them and print those out and keep those. It's probably just good to print 10 pages of each, and you got plenty in that thing. And that way we're always brainstorming and doing stuff in those pages. And as we go, those things will keep to fill up. Another housekeeping item. is we sent out the bios, and I've gotten quite a few back. So thank you to everybody that's got me back the athlete bios and the parent bios. I'll be kind of putting some things together with those. So if you haven't, try to get those to me within the next couple days, and then I'll send some things back to you guys on what I've put together. But that's super helpful for me, and just helping me to understand you guys and where you guys are at a little bit more. I've gotten really good ideas from that on some things that we can do lessons wise moving forward, which is going to be great. Because we want to help you exactly where you're at. For you guys that are in kind of Utah, well, Park City, Salt Lake, I'm doing in-person speed camps for the Club D1ers. So the next one is going to be held October 6th. So the rest of the month, 6th, 13th, and 27th. If you're around, if you have time, if you want to join us, the 6th, 13th, and 27th at 4 p.m. at Matt Newt Park. And we're going to break these down into basically 3 to 4 week blocks. And this emphasis is on form running. And I'm going to put the program together. Anybody that's out of state or can't make it, I'll kind of put a little curriculum together. And if you guys film it, I'll give you guys some tools and what you guys can be doing. I'm happy to coach you up virtually as well on that. So everybody can benefit. This section is going to be form running. In the future, we'll do stride rate, stride length, bounding, overspeed, speed resistance, and plyometrics. So all those speed things that are going to equate that we need to help us on the court, on the field, whatever you're doing. And so let's kind of get into the bulk of the recap for the month. And so to give you guys a little bit of idea, for me, I begin with the end of the mind. And for me, the end is when you guys athletes are walking out the door with your diploma in hand and you're headed to college. So me as a coach, me as a mentor, me as an advocate, me as a friend, what are the tools? What do I want to have you ready for when you are walking out that door? So that's the question that I ask myself and how I kind of help build this stuff out. So I'm trying to think in the future, and then how do we help you today with that? And so it's all about leadership development for me. If you can walk out the door prepared to lead, then you can affect change, you can influence people, you're learning, you're active, you're proactive, and we're going to give you a bunch of tools to do that. September, our pillar was belief, self-belief. We really focused on the self. Our mindset saying was seeing is believing. Seeing is believing. It all starts in the head. We had so many good practical takeaways from that. We watched videos from Novak Djokovic. We watched videos from Michael Phelps. Tyler Batty came in hot, talking about vision right off the bat. Okay. And it has to start with your head and where you believe is possible for you. And so as we progress through this, these pillars are going to change. The sayings are going to change, but you're going to start to build this notebook, this reservoir of information and practical information, but also tools to help yourself. But really, as leaders, you can't just hold that stuff in. This is tools that you're going to be able to use to help your teammates. Okay, this is going to go beyond you, and this is going to. There's leading by example, which we all through effort and energy and showing up on time and stuff. But then there's also the communication part of leadership. And this takes time. Getting comfortable speaking in front of your peers takes time. The confidence to have it, knowing what to say. Okay. Well, over time, this stuff is going to start to sink in, and it's just going to start to kind of resonate. And it's going to kind of be like, when you're sitting at who's been on the top of a diving board before, the high dive? Who's been on top of the high dive? Okay, and maybe you've been up there with some of your friends, and you kind of get a little bit antsy of whether you're going to go, and your buddies are trying to tell you to go, you can do it. But you look down and you're like, man, that's a pretty long fall. Like, I'm nervous. I'd probably feel much rather just getting off this high dive and going down. Well, sometimes, but you need to do it. Like, just for yourself, you need to take the leap and make that plunge. Well, it's kind of like speaking in front of your teammates. You're going to feel something inside of you that's saying, say something. You've got something to say right here. You can adjust the team. You can do this. Like, this is your moment. And so, but you got to step off the high dive, and you've got to be willing to kind of stumble and stammer and maybe belly flop. And it might happen. But guess what? You're going to float back up to the top. You're going to be okay. And you're going to learn something from it. Okay. And these meetings right here, the place is like a safe virtual reality high dive where you can stumble and stammer and make a fool of yourself if you want at times because you kind of forget what you're going to say, but it's okay. That's what we're here for. And this whole group should be cheering you on and encouraging you and helping you get used to finding that voice inside of you so you can speak to your teammates, so you can speak to your classmates, so you can speak to your coaches at times, okay? Because in the end, that's how you're going to affect the change and that's how you're going to be the leader. And you're going to have a binder of information to speak from. Okay. So this month, the seeing is believing. Okay. I'm going to step into kind of like a quarterback role, let's say halfway through the season. And like a little, to give you an example, seeing is believing. And if you're in front of your teammates, seeing is believing. Prior to the season, we all believed in a goal. We had a vision. We believed in something. We set a goal to beat our rival. We set a goal to win the conference. We set a goal to make it to state. Okay. And we have faced some challenges. We have, but with those challenges, we've grown because through those challenges are opportunities. We've come together as a group. We have challenged ourselves and now we're better off from it right now because we are tighter as a group. And guess what, crew? I believe in you, man, because I see you showing up to practice early every day. Guess what, Davis? I believe in you too. I see you staying late, working on things that you might have missed during practice. Hey, Micah, I see your energy amongst your teammates. I believe in you. And guess what? And so I believe in myself. Okay. And I believe in us. I believe in us as a team. And together we can do this. Together, I want you guys to go home tonight and think about how you want the rest of the season to play out. I want you to write this vision down. And tomorrow as a team, we're going to come together. We're going to share that vision. We're going to write down our goals and we're going to attack the rest of the season as a united front because we can do this. I believe in you. I believe in us. Let's go do this. Belief on three. 1, 2, 3. Believe.
Believe.
Let's go. So that's one example. Like, obviously, I think about this stuff a lot, okay? And I can just kind of come up with this stuff. But eventually you will too. And you can motivate your teammates and bring each other together. And so that's like the big picture. If I heard somebody give that example to me of that happening, oh my gosh, that's like Club D1 for life right there. That's what we're going for. So some of the things that we talked about, we obviously talked about seeing is believing. We talked about controlling the controllables. We talked about our highlights and our wins. Okay. It should be like a 3-to-1 ratio. Give yourself props. It's easy to come down on ourselves, but give yourselves props. You guys have done really good things. Let's talk about those highlights. And then we also talk about some challenges. Give you guys opportunities to talk about challenges, what you had to overcome or what you're currently overcoming. And we throw that out to the group and help them to understand that, hey, it's not all just wins, it's also losses, and we learn from those probably even more than the wins, okay? We put together a little visualization practice. It's ideal to hit this 3 times a week. 15 seconds on, 15 seconds off, building up to 5 minutes. You guys know what I'm talking about as athletes, and replaying the thing that you want to see yourself doing in the future. And we do lots of discussions and journal prompts, and we had Tyler Batty as our guest speaker on Sunday, which was awesome because it reinforced a lot of things. And then he gave us a lot of new things and he spoke with credibility because he's literally doing it right now. And his path hasn't been easy. Nobody's path is ever going to be easy. Okay. In fact, you want the tough times. You want those challenges because it's going to test you and try you. And in the end, you're going to be better for it. And Tyler was one, for you parents that didn't get to listen to it, his team was 1-29 in high school. 1-29. Okay. Imagine sitting through those games as a parent, watching your son lose 29 games. It's tough. It's tough. But Tyler had a vision in his head. He had a plan that he researched. He knew what he wanted for himself. He's able to accomplish it. And so it was awesome. It was awesome. We're going to continue to do this. We have somebody else coming on Sunday. We're going to have somebody else coming on the next Sunday, and just learning from people that are actively doing it is my goal, to kind of give you guys that carrot out of front to just keep progressing. So that was That was September. October's pillar is love. We got a good video from Kobe Bryant coming up on Sunday or Monday. Our mindset is loving what is. Loving what is. We're turning inward again and loving yourself, loving the situation you're in. And if you want to change it, right, we put a plan in place. But loving who you are and what you're all about right now. And our practice is going to be self-talk, positive self-talk. Okay. Training the mind to think positively about yourself, about the situations, because it's easy to go negative and bring ourselves back to the positive. So 9 o'clock on the dot. We rehashed September. We gave you guys a little bit of October. I'd love to open it up if you guys have any questions about that, but it's really been an honor, like I said, and a privilege. We're going to keep this thing going. It's been a lot of fun. I hope it's been as much fun for you guys as it has been for me. And I'm just grateful for all of you guys.
Thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Brandon. Bye.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Bye.
And if anybody has any questions,
Thank
feel
you.
free to stick around.
Any questions? Awesome. That was great. Good night.
Thank you.
Thanks, bud.
You got it.
Bye, Brandon.
Brandon, thanks.
Thank
you,
you.
guys.